back to our final episode of our Regal London Ramadan web series. Today we have Neil McDonald, one of the member of the sales team in London. He's with us on the call. Pleasure to have you today, Neil.
Thank you, Fahd.
No, we've been working together for just under a year, and obviously because of COVID restrictions, I haven't even been able to meet you in real life. Yet my team and I, we speak to you every day, and you're an integral part of our day-to-day business. Just give our viewers an introduction to who you are and your role within the company.
Not a problem. Well, like Fahd said, my name's Neil McDonald. I'm a senior sales negotiator at Regal London, based out here in London. Originally from New Zealand, moved to Australia, and now working for Regal here. So I've spent about 12 years in either the construction industry, development side, and also the sales side. So yeah, wealth of experience.
And what value do you add to the services that we offer our clients in the region?
Once you've selected your property and you've gone through that process, we're there from sort of hello to handover. And I like that phrase because we're there from the moment you decide that you're looking in London, meeting the team over in the Middle East, to basically handing over that property. We're there every step of the way. And we're there basically for any questions you might have. You want to come down on site, you want to measure for furniture, you have a question relating to maybe the specifications. So we're really there to support you on your journey into London property.
And how imperative is it from your perspective for clients to view our properties and our developments live?
I think it's very important, but we're finding now it's a little bit further down the track of the purchasing process. And it is, for me, it's kind of the last step now, especially with clients from the Middle East. And it's just to really get that last little bit of understanding, seeing the area. And they're pretty much coming in knowing exactly what they want and understanding the full specifications. And it's really, it's to give them that tick box, the last little step.
The last little step. What changes have you had to adapt to, given obviously the restrictive conditions that we've been undergoing due to COVID?
We've obviously had to change the way we operate, and that really comes down to a lot to the customers' comfort levels and requirement. So now we're more meeting people at the development or at the show flats, and obviously we're having to wear masks and socially distance and have hand sanitizer in and out. But it's really about making that full journey, that full experience. And I think we can still do that in today's environment, and it's only a short-term thing. So we're trying to make people feel as comfortable as possible, and that's really set by our clients and their requirements.
And is there a change in your clients' behaviors and trends that you're seeing when it comes to conducting viewing appointments, such as, for example, performing virtual calls on Zoom? And how effective have these been?
We're doing the viewing has become one of the last steps, but we're finding that the buyers are engaging really well over Zoom because they're quite used to it now. We're doing virtual viewings inside the flat with me on the Zoom call, showing them the flat, and it has worked really, really well. And we find when they come to us, it really is that last little step, and they understand everything, and they know what they're looking at, and they can see the quality when they come in, and they can feel it and they can touch it. And that's a step that you have to see the site to understand what we're trying to achieve and to see that quality.
All right, well, walk us through the steps of a typical site visit. So say a client calls me or a client comes into our show apartment here in Dubai. We've given them, let's take 1 St. John's Wood as an example, but we've given them a tour of our show apartment here. We've given them a full brief, and they still want to go ahead and see it in London. Just tell us, and I put them in touch with you. I'll give you a call and say, Neil, Mr. Ahmed, for example, would like to go see 1 St. John's Wood. What do you do from there?
Absolutely. So then we'll obviously arrange at a time convenient with them, and Fahd or Hatem or Kenzie will put them in contact with me generally direct as well, just in case there's any issues. And they may ask for a taxi to pick them up, or they may ask for an Uber to pick them up and drive them to site because they might not be so familiar. So we can arrange all of that. What then we do is obviously meet them at the Compton, which is where our One St John's Wood show flat is. And we'll take them up and we'll explain to them, this is a previous project that we did and it overlooks the site, and we give them a full guided overview. And it's really important because they will gain a full understanding, but not only that, they'll see exactly what's happening on site. They'll see the construction. There's nothing that beats that. And then afterwards, we'll generally just go for a quick tour around the area and some important things that you might not know unless you live in that area and someone walks you there. So that's the general day-to-day. Then I will pass that information back to Fahd for either him to follow up, or either I will with a Zoom meeting to see what their thoughts were and if they had any further questions. And
one final question for you, Neil. If you had the opportunity to live anywhere in London, where would it be, and why would it be in One St John's Wood?
It would be the first area I'd go to. I think One St John's Wood, and St John's Wood in general, is such an iconic area. You know, you're so close to the shopping district, 15 minutes in an Uber, you're in Selfridges. You know, you can walk across the road and go to Regent's Park. You know, St John's Wood High Street has some great boutique cafes and restaurants, and that's just the area. But for me, One St John's Wood, why I'd live there is because I've seen the amount of thought and detail that goes into every single step of the process, and from design to the specifications, everything is just so well thought out, and it's just the hallmark of quality.
No, it is absolutely. I agree 100% with you. Thank you very much, Neil, for this insightful talk about, you know, the site visit process and the added value that you bring to our clients from this region. I do look forward to seeing you in London very soon, and with our clients, bringing you our clients along as well. As always, you are ready to guide us and our clients through a very bespoke tour of our developments. So please, to all our viewers, if you do want to visit our developments in London, get in touch, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you very much, Neil.
Thank you.